You are now tuned in to the Healing Hotgirl podcast, made for women who are finally giving themselves permission to show up as the women they always knew they could be. If you're here, that means you're ready for an upgrade. So, without further ado, let's get into this episode. Hey, Healing Hot Girls, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast, y'all. So we are here today with a new episode. I hope y'all are feeling okay. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all about romanticizing your life and glamorizing your life, just because I feel like I've been doing that way more. I feel like I'm back in my era of taking the aesthetic photos. In my mind, it's like me showing you the world through my eyes. So it's like what I saw was beautiful today, and this is what I'm sharing. And I don't know, I feel good about it. Like, I just feel... it feels refreshing. Very refreshing, very refreshing. That just got me to thinking about gratitude and what I'm grateful for, and you know how sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in not living in gratitude just because like things are hard, or just because things are difficult, or because you're faced with like a difficult moment. Now that I'm doing my show notes again, I started to get like channeled songs, and I don't really want to be that person, but I do have a very strong connection to music. So the song that I got for this episode is Little Things by India Ari. If you don't know that song, you need to play it, okay? Because that's basically the energy for this episode. But living life through a lens of gratitude. Living life through a lens of gratitude. What does that mean? To me, that means just being grateful for everything. Or just to even be optimistic about what's next. But when things are not really looking up, or it's like one thing after the next, like it can be really difficult, but there's literally always something to be grateful for. And sometimes you do have those moments where it's like, girl, I don't want to hear that right now. Like, I'm not on that. I don't want to hear that. And it's like, it's not until you are back in a grounded space where it's like, okay, I'm calm, I'm leveled, I'm balanced, I'm zen, where you can like have that moment where it's like, okay, I have something to be grateful for. Like, this might have stressed me the fuck out, but it taught me this. This might have pushed me to my limit, but it taught me that I have a limit and that I can reel it in. You know what I'm saying? This might have challenged me to be, this might have challenged me to show up differently, but I won because I didn't show up how I used to show up. I didn't lash out, crash. Yeah. I feel like a few things that we take for granted every day are being able to walk, being able to breathe, being able to use your lungs, being able to have all of your organs working, being able to drink water, being able to be hydrated, being able to be kissed by the sun. You can literally go anywhere and do anything right now. Like, just think about it. You can literally get up and go right now. Just because. You know what I'm saying? So it's like little things like that we take for granted. And then it's also like, you are able-bodied, yeah, but how are you treating your body? Are you giving it water? Are you giving it fruit? Are you nourishing her? Are you giving her vitamins? Because yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the last 2 weeks my ankles have been like hurting like really bad. I'm like, girl, I am too young to be having these issues. Like, why is my ankles really hurting? And it's like, girl, for those 2 weeks where I was in pain, I wasn't taking my vitamins. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was consuming more caffeine than water. So it's like, I knew everything that I was doing wrong. But I'm like, girl, why am I in so much pain? Oh my God. And then I sat down and thought, and I'm like, girl, you left your water bottle at work. You stopped taking your vitamins. Let's be accountable, okay? You're in pain because of you right now. Just making sure that you are on top of your stuff. And then when you stop, or if, you know, you have an abrupt stop, you can easily pinpoint and backtrack and figure out what you need to do to get you back on track, girl. Some things that I started doing are taking my time in the morning, y'all. And granted, I did tell y'all that I was taking my time in the morning previously, but y'all, it's honestly on and off. It depends on how many projects I'm working on. So it's really like a seesaw. It's like 1 week I'm like, okay, I'm on point. And the next thing you know, I got 12 projects and I'm like, oh my God, not cringe, but like, oh my God, chaos, confusion. What is happening? I have to hustle and bustle. I have to get up and work. I can't think. I don't have time to do anything. I can't breathe. I don't have, you know. So my thing now is, don't just jump into work in the morning, because that, as soon as I wake up, it's like, oh, I got to do this. I got to get up. I got to do this. I got to work on this. That don't really work for me, because now my whole day is going to be like that, and I can't focus. I can't be intentional, and I can't hear myself think. I learned that the hard way. When I can't hear myself think in the morning, or like throughout my day is just chaotic, and I'm working on one project and I'm thinking about the next project, and then my brain is just all over the place. So one thing I started doing is, I'm not going to tell you my whole routine because it's mine, but one thing I did start doing is, at some point in my morning, before I even get out of the bed, before my feet hit the floor, I say some things that I'm grateful for. And I noticed that has helped me to ground myself in the moment. It's like, I'm grateful for my gifts. I'm grateful to be able to do the things that I love and enjoy. And I'm grateful to apply those things to my day. I'm grateful to have the space that I have. I'm grateful to be in the environment that I'm in. I'm grateful to just exist the way that I am. I'm grateful to show up authentically, and I'm grateful that I'm able to love myself and that my love for myself continues to grow. Things like that. Honestly, I would say get a journal, but a lot of people say journaling is too much. So you could just say it out loud. You could say it in prayer if that's what you do. Praying in the morning also helps me a lot. So that might be something that you want to incorporate in your routine and just scoop a little bit of gratitude in there too. But that's definitely one thing that's helped me a lot. Like just having that moment before I even get out the bed, just hold on, backtrack. Cause if you wake up, as soon as you open your eyes and you're thinking about what you got to work on, it's like, girl, your wheels are already turning. Slow down. Okay, slow down. So I've been teaching myself to slow down in that area. Another thing, y'all, is spending time with family. I just came from a family trip. Well, it wasn't really a family trip, but we all went down there to celebrate Dream's birthday. And for me, I feel like family time is always a time to unwind. And I feel like a different side of me shows when I'm with my family. So I'm just naturally able to relax, I feel like, a little more. And I really didn't do any work. So I'm very proud of me for that, because I'm usually thinking about work. But as soon as I hit New Jersey, I started thinking about work again. But before that, it was just like straight family time. We're relaxing, we're enjoying, we're being in the moment. And I noticed that that's like a for sure way to keep me grounded, because it's like I'm over here with the kids, I'm over here doing this, I'm over here helping, I'm socializing and being social butterfly. So that's definitely helped me out a lot. And if you don't have family, I would say hang with people who you consider family. And honestly, it really all boils down to who you feel good around. Like, who makes you feel like your best self? Who challenges you to be your best self? Who makes you want more out of life? Who makes you want more for yourself? So, yeah, hang around more people who make you feel good. And then another tip I have, simply for you, just because I need to hear it out loud to myself, is also get used to detachment. When you are growing, when you are evolving, you are not going to enjoy the same things that you used to enjoy. Granted, I've had the luxury of still being passionate about certain things, but there are some things that have changed, and it's just like, and it's really small things. Like in my savory sweet shop business, I noticed that I don't really like doing dip treats, so I don't offer that anymore. But I do still have my business, and I do still work and do other things. So it's like little tweaks like that, where it's like, that's not really working out for me. It's not really making me happy. I don't want to do that. So detaching myself from the idea that I have to do that, and giving myself space to pivot, So, yeah, I noticed that I enjoy my business way more, because I don't have to, like, I'm not dreading dipping mad stuff. Like, it's great. They come out beautiful, but it's just like, I don't know what it is. It's just, the process just drains me mentally, and I'm just like, I don't like it. But yeah, learning that, and just, tweaking little things like it doesn't have to be this big drastic change. Is just like, I don't do that anymore. I'm sorry. That's all. I said all that to say, like, you are allowed to grow. You are allowed to move on. You are allowed to change. Okay. And you have to give yourself that space too, girl. Listen, we talk about change a lot, and I know a lot of us are scared of change, but there's literally nothing to be afraid of. You can only get better. If things go left, use it as a learning curve and go right next time. I just wanted to share this message about gratitude, because I feel like I am actively working on waking up with gratitude in my heart, and I'm just trying to continue to operate from that space. I am actively working on this, so hopefully we have a little more insight next time we talk about gratitude. I just think this is a space that I don't know, I feel like I'm just trying to change things within myself, and I feel like some of them are working. Some of them I'm still tweaking. Some of them are working, and some of them are sticking. So I'm trying to share what's sticking, and what's making me feel better. you know? So I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all in the next episode. Don't forget that hot girls need healing too, but that's okay because that's what we're here for. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.